THX Inc. Boom Shaka Lager craft beer video brought to you by THX Inc. and the Pint Glass Army. There's one missing. He's out on duty right now. Right here. So, what shall we have? We'll have another Rebel IPA. First point in craft beer referee mode. Put your shit in a glass. There's going to be a referee in this league, man, in this community. That's going to be, first of all, pour your shit in a glass. I don't care how much head you get, you should get 2 fingers. Which that's about 2 fingers, bitches! 2.5, so it's a little heavy. We'll let him sit right there as we introduce this video. Listen to some metal. I'm on backup camera number 2. I know the audio is probably not as good because I lost my camera. So far, it is lost. I came back yesterday from a camping trip, 4 or 5 days out in the woods where we did a music festival. Hardcore shit, man, out in the middle of nowhere. 9-hour drive out into the hill country. Shot some footage that was relevant to the craft beer lifestyle at the music festival scene. Hopefully the footage is found. My camera is maybe in my storage unit or somewhere with the rest of my camping gear. But everything that I've unpacked so far, it has not been available to me. So, unfortunate, but I have many projects in store for you guys. Not just the craft beer lifestyle video series, but I'm going to talk about a football season opener, bringing football, craft beer lifestyle into play as well. Try to get some footage for that. Either way, the whole point of my channel, the overlying overtone, undertone, my channel is about the craft beer lifestyle. You hear me say that over and over, but you know what? It needs repeating because some of you don't get it. Some of you have the wrong priorities. You're too busy about stirring up trolls, stirring up trouble, giving power to the lower bottom feeders again. And I'm talking about the MLDC. Some of those guys got pretty kick-ass videos, and some of us in the CBDC might need to take notice. Doing meetups. That takes resources, man. Those guys came together on the West Coast and brought cases of beer as gifts to each other. Right? I want you to take notice, CBDC. I know that I have sent out 4 or 5 packs of beer to some of my fellow comrades. But that shit's not happening on a regular basis in our community. And I think the craft beer community needs to take notice. If you're in this for the trolls and the 1,500 subs that are just there for your entertainment, then perhaps you need to reevaluate what your channel is about. And this video right here is about refereeing and calling the craft beer community out as much as it is the MLDC. I would be so much inclined to say that the MLDC has their shit together, even in decline, then so does the craft beer community. That's an unfortunate circumstance, folks, considering this product is 40 or 50 times better than what they're enjoying. Got some basic rules I want to talk about. If we're going to have, oh man, I fucked up already because I have cans. Cans. I don't care what it is, but label out. Put the shit in a glass. 1, 2. Keep the label in the fucking frame. Because it's about craft beer. We got all kinds of badass artwork on these craft beers that needs to stay featured throughout your video. If you're going to have a new video or a new beer, something you haven't tried before, keep it in the frame. This Rebel IPA, that's Sam Adams, pretty nationally recognized. Don't need to introduce you to that, but still, keep it in the frame. Make a spot, be creative. Create your studio. This is Studio A. I have a couple other places in the house that I do videos from. But at nighttime, this is the best one. So, craft beer. In glass, label out. Period. So, other than that, brief description about the beer you're drinking if you're drinking it for the first time and are featuring the beer. If you're like, hey, I'm here to talk about whatever beer, then talk about the beer. But if you're just there to like talk with the community, have a good time, maybe feature the glass or Carback Brewing. You can pour, Sam Adams in a Carback Brewery and talk about Carback Brewery. The beer is the star of the show. It's like the co-host. I'm the host of the show, the THX Inc. Boom Shaka Lager Beer Time Video Show. This is my co-host, Mr. Sam Adams, hanging out in a Carback glass. Why am I here? To share the awesomeness of the craft beer experience. I am the purveyor of the craft beer lifestyle. And something that is not craft beer lifestyle is what's been going on in the YT DC community. While I was out of town on my camping trip, off grid for 4 or 5 days, all kinds of shit went down. A couple members from both sides, MLDC, craft beer, went offline for whatever reason. And this shortly follows after an allegedly long member. Again, I am new on the scene here, but this person right here in Houston committed suicide and was a member of the YouTube drinking community. We're not sure about what his motivations are at this time, but there was a lot of infighting and a lot of, you can tell that this individual put a lot of energy into his YouTube videos. and into being a part of the YouTube drinking community that perhaps consumed him too much. And that's where the problem lies. There are a lot of people out there that don't have the emotional and psychological fortitude to even be on the internet. Trolls do not survive on my channel. A, because I don't give them the time of day, or if I choose to, hammer them back with a "so I am," they can't reply. It's so devastating that they have no comeback. And they dare not challenge me. The whole thing about trolling is the power is only given to them by the person who owns the channel, right? Too many of you out there in the YouTube drinking community give too much power to those who have no skill or talent. Too many out there have skill and talent, put out great videos, but you focus your energy on the wrong shit. Create an identity, right? Mine's going to be the craft beer lifestyle. And that lifestyle involves good cooking, going to festivals, enjoying music, enjoying the finer things in life, food pairings with craft beer, promoting, enjoying the experience of craft beer. Now, if that involves the occasional jab and poke at the malt liquor guys, or the Budweiser and Coors Light drinking guys doing beer bongs and shit, hey, fun, right? Go for it. It creates viewers. Only because the human race is a bunch of ambulance chasing, drama chasing idiots to make themselves feel better about themselves by trolling, making fun of people that they actually look up to, because they don't have the courage or the ball sack to put themselves out there. I have no talents whatsoever as far as making videos. I'm trying my best. That's another reason I'm here, is to improve my video making skills. Unfortunately, I lost my good camera, my best camera. I've got a better camera, but it's way too much pain in the ass to set up for video. It takes way too long to process. Ref criteria, one more time. In a glass, label out. If it's a new beer, talk about the beer. Finish it. If you finish the beer, pour it in the glass during your video, you gotta finish it. Also, grow the fuck up. I would encourage those of you in the craft beer drinking community and or the YouTube drinking community to continue to develop your backdrops, your scene. Use your creativity. Don't do the same thing. There's guys that I love out there, man, that are like brothers. Known for a long time, that just don't have a creative bone in their body. all they know is how to talk shit and fight trolls and slam beers. I wish I could be your producer, man. I would come up there to the East Coast and we could be the next Howard Stern. Whatever. I could produce your fucking shit, man. You got the personality and the voice. I could go out to the West Coast too, man. And I could help produce some of that shit too, man. Some of you guys out there got no camera skills either. You think you do. But I'm talking about putting some shit together, man. After all, it's about entertainment, not insults. Bullshit. So with that being said, I'm a little disappointed in you guys while I was gone for 4 days. Both sides. If there is even a need for sides, there should be the one YouTube drinking community. The recreational consumption of alcohol community. And I'm drunk as shit right now. This is my 4th take on this video. About 9 beers in about an hour and a half. Shout outs real quick. Gotta do this again. Tracy Smith, Cameron Davis. You guys don't have a bunch of videos on your channel, but you participate in the chat. You dive in and you make comments on channels that are relevant. And I appreciate that, and so therefore you get a shout out. Also, Danny's DIY and cooking. I probably already talked about that. Food pairing influence. Thanks for following me. We'll talk about craft beer pairings and bar food later. That's going to be a cool ass project I'll put together over time. Anyway, just had to catch up with you guys. Disappointed what's been going on. I hope we can bring it back together, regroup, have fun, man. Don't get butthurt. Remember, getting butthurt on the internet is a choice. And if you're making the wrong choice, then you need to get off the internet. Plain and simple, man. I don't know how to explain it. I don't understand how people get so emotionally wrapped up in shit on the internet from perfect strangers. It shows an extreme lack of emotional fortitude. You did not have the right parenting. Speaking of bad parenting, perhaps you were another victim of what's going on over there in the UK. So, anyway, yeah, she was great. She loved it. Team Texas Inc. Boom shakalaka. Ow!